Hi everyone. I wanted to show you this example of a bingo card and how it could be utilized as an accountability tool in your classrooms. For the first example, when you're creating a bingo card, it could be about the plot of a story. So as students do a first read or a close read on a story, they could be filling out the bingo card. Now this bingo card is based on questions. So the instructions say, when you can answer the question in the box, mark it. When you get a bingo, send me a message in our Zoom chat. Be ready to share out your answers to the boxes you've marked. Now, the best way to make a bingo card, and you have to be very organized about this, is you don't want them to get a bingo in the first few pages. So you make sure that you spread out. That's why in every row there is a different color, because the blue ones happen in the beginning of the lesson, yellows happen later, and the orange ones don't happen until the very end. So they have to go through the whole story to be able to get a bingo, essentially. These would be questions that they would read this Classic story, and as they listened to the story being read aloud to them, because on each one there is a play button where they can hear my beautiful voice reading, they would be able to answer the questions as they go. I think the biggest part of this as an accountability tool is that they must be prepared to share their answers. You could even create this bingo card again below it where they have to type their answers in order to showcase that they got it correct. Another example, this could be reused. So this one I made based off of a math lesson. So the blue boxes are where writing strategies are being involved. So I wrote a math sentence. The teacher highlighted in a word problem, or I highlighted in a word problem. Green ones is just like space filler. They're funny and engaging. Like I saw a funny picture face on the Nearpod, or my teacher put a clown nose on her nose when she was teaching. Just randomly engaging things to draw them in. Orange are places where students are collaborating. So I worked with my partner in the breakout room. I agreed with an answer a peer gave and why I agreed, and I said why I agreed in the chat or out loud. I corrected another student's work. Red, they don't occur until the very end of the lesson for the same reason as before. If you have a student filling out a bingo card and they say bingo at the very beginning, then it's over and it's no longer an accountability tool. But the red ones, and there are one in each line, they won't happen until the end of the lesson. So I checked for my sticker score on my Classic assignment. I finished my CFU number 3. That's the last check for understanding planned by the teacher. Finally, yellows are specific objective content. So where the other ones might not change, they're just things you do every day in your classroom. The yellow ones would change based on the specific content of your objective. For instance, if the lesson is about creating an equation based on a ratio table, one would be I wrote an equation using a ratio table. I correctly filled in a ratio table, missing values in a ratio table. So things that are specific content objective. That way you could use the bingo card over and over again, but you would just change out the yellow ones. You're not remaking one all the time. So yeah, that is how a bingo card might be used as an accountability tool, an engaging accountability tool throughout a student's lesson. Thanks for listening.